Hey, camp friends, thanks for joining us for another top of the hour of our Day of Giving. This has been such a great day. We've been singing songs, we've been having fun here. All of our camp friends around the country have been talking to other camp friends about the difference that camp has made in their lives. We're really excited about this day. And hey, we want to make sure to introduce, we've got a friend here with us. He was just climbing around this wall and we said, well then you got to sing along with us. Hey, and this is Nathan. Nathan, what do you do at Luther Rock?
I'm the activities program manager up at Luther Rock, and thank you all for joining us today.
Yeah, Nathan keeps everybody safe up on the ropes and climbing on rocks and all of that stuff, and does such a great job doing it. Because if we don't keep people safe at camp, they can't have the fun, impactful experiences that they have. So, Lori, what song are we going to sing?
Another camp favorite. This is I Like Bananas.
I like bananas. I ate a banana today for breakfast.
I'm
ready for this song. Are you ready, Nathan?
Yeah, it's my favorite song.
Hey, sing along with us.
I like bananas. Woo! I think that mangoes are sweet. I like papayas.
Papayas?
Nothing can be that sweet. Love of God. I like bananas. Woo! I think that mangoes are sweet. I like papayas. Papayas? But nothing can be that sweet. Love of God. Let's go for a walk. Walking round in circles, 100 miles an hour. Trying to find my way back to that heavenly power. The world tasted sweet, but then it turned sour. Then I looked at God and received God's power. I like bananas. Woo! I think that mangoes are sweet. I like papayas. Papayas? Nothing can be that sweet. Love of God. I like bananas. Woo! I think that mangoes are sweet. I like papayas. Papayas? But nothing can be that sweet. Love of God. Walking round in circles, 100 miles an hour. Trying to find my way back to that heavenly power. The world tasted sweet, but then it turned sour. Then I looked at God and received God's power. I like bananas. Woo! I think the mangoes are sweet. I like papayas. Papayas? Nothing can be that sweet. Love of God. Whew.
All right.
That's always
Thanks
a
for singing
workout.
that with us, Nathan. Hey,
Nathan?
Lindsay.
Hey, wow. I feel tired just watching that song. Oh my gosh. No, I love that song. I don't know if I'm coordinated enough for that song.
I think
but
you are.
Come up here with
But
me,
hey,
friends.
this is camp, and you don't have to be totally coordinated for it.
This is true. This is true because you love me anyway.
Yep.
Yay, I love that. So, welcome to 5 o'clock. Can you believe it? It's 5 o'clock. We've been going since 8, and you guys are awesome. I have an update number for you, but before I share that with you, I want to introduce you to my new friend. I met this person because he agreed to be one of our volunteer callers. I knew his son, but I didn't know him, and he's a pretty special guy. He has a story that goes way back. I hope he's okay with me saying that. But it's a really awesome story. Pastor David Keck Sr. is going to share his camp story with us now.
Hi there, I'm Pastor David Keck Sr. I'm a camper, so I'm dressed like one on the outdoors here, there on my back porch in Mooresville, North Carolina. I said I'm a camper because I was at Luther Ridge the very first summer it opened when I was 12 years old, and that was 1951. We didn't even have a swimming pool then. We didn't even have a lake then, and so they had to transport us over to Arden to some development over there that had a swimming pool. was a wonderful first experience with Luther Ridge, followed by many other summers. And then including in 1957, I was a counselor. That was a great summer of fun and responsibility. In 1981, I joined Camp Formation Cluster number 5 that had started the year before. And for 20 years, I was a Camp Formation pastor. That was a great experience. In between then, I was a care person in a number of cases. One of my great joys at Luther Ridge was being there when my son, Pastor Dave Keck, St. Mark's, Mooresville, and his sister, Fran Keck Patterson, were counselors. Each 3 years, 2 of them, I think, or 1 of them overlapping. And Fran's husband-to-be, Tim Patterson, a counselor there. So that was a part of my Luther Ridge experience and a joyful time. My dad, Albert Keck, was at Luther Ridge a number of different times, leading worship and Bible studies. And so the Keck family, and I think Pastor Dave is going to do a video for Luther Ridge Novus Way also to tell about some of his experiences. But anyway, I'm very committed to Novus Way and the wonderful work that's done by those camps in all of the areas where they're being served. We're coming up on a storm here in Mooresville, but I think we're getting this in. So I'll just say blessings to everyone and happy camping. If not this summer, then surely, hopefully by next summer. God's blessings. Bye-bye.
Doesn't that just make your heart so happy?
That's
I-
so great.
I love hearing stories about people who were here in the beginning, who were here as a part of the ministry when it was Luther Ridge, and as it grew, and Luther Rock and Luther Springs and Luther Ranch were all added. And, you know, it's awesome to me. We all have a favorite camp. But when we look at all the camps and their reach in the Southeast is unbelievable, friends. Last year, Novus Way had 9 YAGMs, Young Adults in Global Mission. That's crazy awesome. The number of leadership folks who go to seminary who are daughters and sons of their congregations from the Southeast because of these camps is unbelievable. We're rock stars, y'all. We're rock stars for the church. And it's so important. And it shows you, when you hear stories from the past like that, how they connect us generationally. Like, I can't wait until I'm him, standing there saying that for my grandkids. How awesome is that going to be? And so I told you I'd give you an update on how we're doing. We hit another milestone. We are at 301 gifts. Woo, woo.
Wow.
I'm so excited. The volunteers have been sending their forms in to tell us that some people are mailing their gifts in, and we're getting those counted too. Keep doing that. Keep giving online at novusway.org, and we'll keep counting and letting you know how we're doing. And remember, each of those 301 gifts means another $200 from our challenge gift for every single one of them. Oh, so amazing. Now, what's really cool about Pastor Dave Keck Sr. is that there's a Pastor Dave Keck Jr., and he has a really cool camp story too, and he is going to share that with us now.
In the late 1970s, I attended Camp Luther Ridge. I did not make this name tag, but one of the counselors that week while I was there made it for me. It's filled with puzzle pieces and my name on it. My name tags never looked this nice or this neat or this artsy. I was there this particular week with a broken shoulder, a sling on my left arm and a harness on my shoulder to keep it in place. I could not participate in all the events, especially swimming, but goodness knows I tried to do a whole lot that week. But one of the things I remember is that counselor on about Thursday of that week giving me this name tag. It made me feel so special that they would take the time to do something just for me. I was quite a puzzle to figure out. Those relationships at camp are so important, whether it be from 1 week as a camper or as a counselor. Later on, I served as a counselor, wearing this red, black, and white Lenore Ryan colored lanyard cross each and every week between 1986 through 1990, working there as a summer camp counselor. I hope I blessed plenty of campers just as I was blessed as a camper once upon a time. One of the questions is, how did camp instill relationships in you? I can name pastors that I met, living and deceased. I can name the camp staff who was there each and every summer, at least those leaders on the camp staff. I can name counselors that I worked with and learned from, that I laughed with and celebrated life with throughout the week as we walked around with campers, and then when we were at worship and in the dining hall and other wonderful places. Relationships were so important. I can name numerous campers of mine as well, especially those who went on to become youth leaders and pastors and servants in their churches. What wonderful memories. I've just come from a funeral where the deceased had 8 wonderful grandchildren, has 8 wonderful grandchildren. One of those, a 12-year-old young man, hopes to be at Lutheridge with me next summer, along with our other confirmation camp counselors, camp campers, going to Kairos Week. We hope that we're able to attend. I hope that I'm able to take him to camp, to be one of those pastors, but also so he can meet and greet and be met and greeted by wonderful camp staff counselors who will bless him and represent Christ to him in new and in wonderful ways. Thanks be to God.
Thank you, Pastor Dave, for sharing that story with us. You know, Chandler, Lori, do you all have things from camp that you keep, that you hold and treasure?
Yeah, I actually, it was fun listening to Dave share what his treasures are, because I too still have some of those wood chips that were made for me by both campers and my counselor friends when I was on staff. And the other thing that's really precious to me are the jewelry that our Summershine campers made for me along the way as a counselor, and those are just very precious to me. So it is nice to have those little treasures.
Yeah. How about you?
Yeah, I think about art made by campers who would give it to you during. I especially remember, you know, I started back here at Novus Way just last spring and had my first experience at Luther Springs this summer, and having campers there at a camp I had never been to until this past summer, making crafts and sharing their creativity with me. And as a counselor, and even now, I would hold on to those things. I would put them in my Bible. I would hold on to them because I remember that, you know, that's times that God's working in all of us.
Yeah, so true. It does. Those little trinkets, those little precious things like a name tag with your name on it, reminds us, and that's what camp does, that God calls us by name. In our baptisms, God calls us by name, friends. And when we're at camp, somebody knows our name. We have so many campers who come to the ministry on scholarships, who are in situations that aren't great. Maybe they don't have 1 or 2 or more people in their lives who know their name and who can call them by name and see them and the spiritual worth that they have, but their counselor sees it. And no matter what the situation is in life, when you're here, you're valued, you're cared about, and that's why this place is so important and why so many people love it and hold it dear in their hearts, because not only do they get to give that when they're here to the others they're around, they also feel it. They feel it. We don't have to look around for Jesus in these places. It is clear that God is with us, walking the trails, climbing the rock, you know, the ropes courses and all of those places when we're struggling, accepting new challenges, taking on new activities that we've never done. For my own kids, it was hiking and swimming when they were little. And I know my daughter even has her little, her little lanyards attached to a little Luther Ridge carabiner that goes with her everywhere and now has her driver's license on it. So we grow with that, and camp grows with us. There is a place at camp for everybody. No matter what your age or who you are, there is a place at camp. And that, friends, is a gift to the world. And what you're doing today by giving is making that place. You are setting the table for more kids in the future to come and know what it means to be called by name. So thank you for that. Thank you for the 301 gifts and the more gifts that we know are going to continue to come in. If you want to give now, you can do that online at novusway.org. Just click the little green donate button at the top. If you'd like to make a gift by phone, my phone has been going off, so thank you. That must be working. I'm going to tell you the number in just a second, so if you want to grab a pen and paper. And if you want to mail your gift in, you can tell us that too. But you can tell us on my phone, you can say, I want to mail my gift in, or I want someone to call me and take my gift over the phone. We can take a recurring gift or a one-time gift, an above and beyond gift. All of those gifts count toward the $200 gift challenge. We have a generous donor who has agreed to give us $200 for every gift we get today, up to $500. And that's an extra $100,000 for the ministry. So I hope you have your pen and your paper now, because here's my number if you want to text and have someone call you, or if you want to mail in your gift. It's 803-413-7827. That's 803-413-7827. Or again, you can give online at novusway.org. We'll be back at 6 o'clock with more stories. We're really excited about that. Such great stories. I'm so excited to get them all in for the day. Thank you, camp friends. We'll see you at 6.
Thanks, camp friends.
Bye.